Hey, what's up, Lakeside? All right, today your assignment's going to be working on interpreting pictographs. So using some type of picture to represent some kind of quantity. If you feel like you got a really good grasp of this, let's move on to the IXLs. If you feel like, hey, I'm not getting this, come back and we're going to learn through it, all right? Today it's going to be W6, W6, W7 for these types of graphs. Let's see here. Where are we at? Here we go. Pictographs, I think these are the ones that you're probably introduced the soonest when you were younger. Having a picture represent some type of value, some type of number. So if I go through these, national park fees, how much per car? Okay, makes sense. And then these different types of parks that they have. I'm not even going to start the different names of the parks, how much they cost. If I look at these just based on the money bags, this one looks like it costs the most. These two are the same, and then these cost the least amount. Now, these don't cost $1, $1. If I look over at the key, it says each one of ththese bags costs $5. Now, sometimes in these graphs, you'll see maybe a half of a bag. Well, half of a bag would be just half the amount that they give you. You know, half of 5 would be $2.50, okay, type of thing. So make sure when you look at these pictographs that they use the correct information, and then what does each one of these represent. If you need to, if these bags all cost $5, $5, $10, $10, $5, $10, $15, $5, $10, $15, $5, $10, $15, $20. Now $20 per car, not per person, okay? And that's not a bad deal. I mean, if say there's 4 people in the car, it's only $5 to go to the park. And if you go to a movie, it's gonna be more than that anyways. Plus, it's a way better deal going to these. So how much money does it cost to visit the Joshua Tree National Park? Joshua Tree, 5, 10, 15. $15. Type them in. Never been to that one. I think Miss Latzik probably has, but I have not. The only national park I've been to was Zion, and that was awesome. Just a beautiful place. Hopefully we get to go to those places soon. Okay, so look at this pictogram. Something to do with clocks, I'm assuming. So lifespan of animals. Lifespan of animals. Well, if I look at these, kangaroo, they last a long time. A mouse, not so much. Mouse traps. Don't see a lot of kangaroo traps. Koalas, they last a pretty good, decent amount of time. And then a queen bee, not bad. I didn't know the queen bee lasted longer than the mouse. So each one of these clocks, different than last time, these only last 1 year. So each one is worth 1 year lifespan. I did not know that. That's interesting. So lifespan 1 year. Lifespan, what's the lifespan of a queen bee? Well, before we even go on that, I just want to practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kangaroo's only 9 year. Mouse, 4 year. Koala, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And queen bee, 5. Now, I know this question asked me how long is the queen bee's lifespan. You know, we know it's going to be 5. But if they were to ask you how many more years does an animal live compared to another animal, well, we would be able to look at this and say, all right, all of the animals are able to live at least 4 years. All of them live 4 years. In this 4-year period, the kangaroo, the koala, and the queen bee, and the mouse were all alive. But then right here, mouse died. These other animals kept on living. They were the same up until this point. So when you want to compare them, you would say, well, how much longer, how many more years did the kangaroo live than the mouse? Well, you would take your 9 minus 4, and you would see the difference of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 minus the 4, 5 years would be the difference. So if they ask those types of questions, that's what they're looking for, is comparing them. Right here, they're the same, but then this would be their differences. Back to our original question, though. How long does the queen bee live? She lives 5 years. I did not know that. Learned something new. 5 spot. There we go. Do a couple more of these, and we'll move on to you guys actually making the pictogram. I'm hoping that they have some halves in here. This one doesn't have it either. All right, these all have it as a buck. I'm just going to kind of skip through how much does the Science Museum cost. Science Museum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm trying to see if they have any halvesies in here. Hopefully they do. That's why I skipped ahead of that one. I'm not trying to rush you. No more half books. Well, let's just say they did, because I don't want to keep wasting your time with this. But say they had another little book here, and it was only half the size of the other one. Okay? Terrible picture. But it's just half of a book. Okay? Well, each one of these pictures, each book is worth 2. Well, in this case, it'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, plus half of 1. Well, half of 2 would be 1. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 5. So if you do see the halves, you just have to cut that number, whatever this number is, in half. Okay. If it's 1, it'd be a half here. Okay. So this case it was W6. We're gonna try W7, where you actually have to make them. And again, if you feel like you have this under control, you know, move on. Move on to these questions. Oh my. All right. So look at the information above. Looks like I have to fill this in for December. Now, I could read through the whole entire thing, maybe get confused, maybe I won't get confused. But if I jump here, December, I say December in here, 8 t-shirts, that's how many they made. I look at the bottom, each shirt represents 1. That's important that I don't go 2, 4, 6, 8, or something like that. But at the bottom, I just go, each one of these shirts they made is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Click submit. Hopefully did it right. Yay. Okay. So based on this one, I got to look at Deb. Good old Deb. 1 page. So if I read this, use this data to complete the information above. So pages that they each read. They read 8 pages, 5 pages, 3 pages. Nina, she read 1. This information is already filled in except for Deb. Deb, I look at her, she had 3. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully they have some that have more than just 1 on the bottom. Pumpkin. And each one's worth 1. Oh, stars. Oh, good old Tara. Tara had 1. 1. I think today is going to be one of your fastest IXLs ever. All right, now let's look at this. This will be our last one for the day. Okay, last one for the day. The average lifespan is 25 years for a pigeon. Notice, there's not 25 clocks on there. Sometimes when the numbers are larger, they're going to use this as a representation of a bunch of years. In this case, it's 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 15 years for a flying squirrel. 5, 10, 15. 10 years for a koala, and that's what we're having to find. 5, 10. And then 35 for a lion. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Now if I look at this information, they're not only asking me just to find out what was the koala. Okay, so today W6, W7. Good luck. See you, bye.